Greetings, Operations Manager Stuart Krelsh from CFA District 23, and welcome to the April-May 2011 edition of our District 23 report with a bit of a Easter and Anzac Day flavour. I come to you today from the new Wangaratta North Fire Station. We took possession of this facility from the builders only yesterday, along with Springhurst Fire Station, so a really exciting time for those two brigades, for the groups they belong to and for the district as a whole. So with a bit of luck, I'll be able to do a quick tour of the facility at the end of this presentation. Recently, the operational heads of the districts and regions attended a meeting in Ballarat with the Chief Officer, and the Chief Officer made a couple of fundamental statements. The first one was that we need to focus again on CFA's mission, and CFA's mission in summary is the protection of life and property in the country area of Victoria. Now, sometimes we get a little bit distracted with all the noise and everything that's happened, but if we keep going back to our fundamental mission, I think we can't go wrong. So the Chief really stressed that. He also talked about Mission Command, and Mission Command is an operating principle which really goes back to the days of Brigadier Easton's Red Book, which has been a bit of a Bible for CFA officers and staff for a lot of years. And Brigadier Easton talked a lot about things like unity of effort and span of control and decentralisation and all those fundamental things which make operations effective. So we'll be revisiting that and studying that and talking about that in the years to come. I was at a meeting last week. Benalla and Devonish groups have now formally amalgamated to the new Benalla and District Fire Brigades group. So there's 18 or 20 brigades now in that group. They've got a new structure which will manage that group. It's a very exciting time, and I think that new team and that new conglomeration of groups will serve the Benalla municipality and community really well for years to come. So congratulations on achieving that goal, which has been a couple of years in the coming to those people involved. Over the last couple of weeks and for the next 2 months, we will be attending a number of election meetings at brigades and groups, and there will be new captains, lieutenants, DGOs, group officers coming into the fold. Now, one of the things that we will concentrate is making sure that those people who are elected to those roles have the skills to do their job. And for a captain and a lieutenant, that means fundamentally coming to the induction sessions that we run for those people, and then ensuring that they have crew leader qualifications to undertake their roles. It's only reasonable to say that a person who's now stepping up and putting their hand up to be a leader of crews knows the processes, knows a little bit more about fire behaviour, and has the opportunity to enhance those skills. We'll also be looking at the more senior and experienced people into the sector commander, strike team leader, operations officer and IM2 roles. So it's a really exciting time about building the team and ensuring that people have got the skills to do those roles in years to come. I think we're really well placed here in District 23, and it's about just polishing some areas up and ensuring that we've got the team to help our communities effectively manage emergencies in years to come. I was down at Wangaratta Group the other day. Ronnie Hooper from Greeter came up to me and presented me with this, and it is the State Rural Fire Brigades Demonstration Conduct and Discipline Shield, which District 23 won at the recent Rural State Demos, and I was absolutely delighted, and I'm so proud of the brigades and people involved in that. That's the Greeter, the Springhurst, the Bowman's Mamungi, Eldorado, and other brigades who were involved, other members who joined those brigades, and it really meant that we presented ourselves in a great light to our state, and that was about being on time. It was about being well dressed. It's about showing respect to the judges, all those really core values, and I'm so proud about winning this award, and I will be ensuring that it's engraved and will be pride of place in the district headquarters for the next 12 months. Well done to the Greeter juniors who were really successful in that demonstration as well. There's going to be a number of staff movements over the next couple of months. I'll be stepping into the Regional Commander Peter O'Keefe's role while he's having a bit of leave. I'll still be floating around the place, but Paul Horton and Ash Mills will be acting up into my position over the next couple of months. Malcolm Bruce will be running across the Wangaratta catchment while Dave Harris goes to Mount Buller for a period of 4 months to support that brigade through the snow season. We'll have Shane Sutton, a lot of you will know Shane, will be helping out in the district, and Graham Neal, who's been here before as well, will be helping out in the district. So a few old faces, but a couple of changes. So make them feel welcome, as I know you will, as they travel around our district. We've had a health and wellbeing program been running through the district. It's been run out of the CFA headquarters. Absolutely delighted at the way the brigades have embraced this program. The reality is, blokes my age, in their mid-40s and above, are absolutely shocking at early detection of those little health issues that can be picked up and nailed really quick. So this health and wellbeing program is about getting it both all our members, our males, our females, etc. It's just some basic tests on cholesterol and blood pressure and all those things that may lead to an early detection. So the Killawarras, the South Wangs, Glenrowan, Benalla, Wangaratta, my regional staff, district staff have really embraced that. So a fantastic effort, and take advantage of that when it's highlighted in months to come. Royal Children's Hospital appeal tomorrow. Again, a magnificent cause to be part of, and I'm really proud of our district brigades that get involved in that. Just remember, use of sirens, no problems, just use that common sense approach. When we're at intersections, let's lay off the sirens because we don't want to confuse other traffic on the road. When we have got kids around it, let's not blow their eardrums away, and short sharp bursts to notify people when we're in the area. Stay safe getting up and down. There's a lot of kids running towards the fire trucks tomorrow, so a great cause, but I know that we will act responsibly and use a real common sense approach, so we collect lots of money for those fantastic kids but keep ourselves and our community safe. I just want to talk to you a little bit about Anzac Day, and a lot of our brigades will be involved in Anzac Day celebrations and marches, etc. across the patch, which is absolutely fantastic. I'll be marching proudly with the veterans and the Wangaratta Urban Fire Brigade on Anzac Day. I showed my kids this picture the other day and I asked them if they knew who it was, and they didn't, and it was probably a black mark on my behalf, because these two gentlemen are recent Victoria Cross winners, and they won their Victoria Crosses for bravery and valour over in Afghanistan. Our latest gentleman here, Corporal Benjamin Robert Smith, I want to share you his story. And on the 11th of June 2010, he was part of a special operations group in Afghanistan, and they came in by helicopter, and they were immediately engaged by machine gun fire. A couple of his digger mates were wounded, and Corporal Robert Smith manoeuvred in within 70 metres of the enemy position, trying to neutralise the machine gun and regain the initiative. Upon commencement of the assault, the patrol drew really heavy fire. Corporal Robert Smith and his patrol fought towards the enemy. Now they're 40 metres away, and he identified an opportunity to exploit some cover provided by a small structure. So he approached the structure and identified an insurgent grenadier, and he instinctively engaged the insurgent at point blank range and killed that enemy. His members of his patrol were still pinned down, and what he did was he stood up and drew enemy fire towards himself, which allowed his patrol commander to throw a grenade and silence the machine gun. And he had total disregard of his own safety. He stormed the enemy position, killing 2 remaining machine gunners. His act of valour allowed his patrol to break the enemy position and to lift the weight of enemy fire against the rest of the troops, which were pinned down. And on seizing the fortified gun position, Corporal Robert Smith then took the initiative again and continued the assault in the enemy position in depth, during which he and another patrol member engaged and killed further enemy. His act of selfless valour enabled them to take that area and force the Taliban out of the district. So amazing acts of courage, which we pay homage to, and all those diggers who have fought to protect our country and what we believe is sacred over a vast amount of years. Happy Easter to everyone. Have a great Anzac Day, a safe Easter, and I look forward to seeing you next month. Now for a quick tour of the Wangaratta North Fire Station. I've been talking to you from a magnificent meeting room facility here, and they've got a lovely kitchenette there which they'll no doubt have some social functions. We move around here, we've got an office which they will deck out, just a chair store. We move into the amenities area, disabled toilets, male and female toilets, and then into the business area of the fire station. Some pegs for turnout, some comms facilities there. Moving around, there's a hose rack and the two large doors for the engine bay. An area there which will, can be used as a storeroom for equipment or be a store in the future, and just a magnificent facility. Thanks for your time. Again, have a safe and happy Easter, and we'll talk to you soon.